Hello everyone, it is that time of the week again. Today is March 20th, 2020. Lots of fun Bitcoin Cash news happening this week. Got two of my favorite, everybody that comes on the show with me is my favorite, but two lovely ladies today. Introduce yourselves again if you don't mind.
Hi, I'm Amber.
What do you do, Amber?
I have my own company, which is like a PR market entry consulting for blockchain companies. Yeah.
And you've been in the cryptocurrency space for a while now, right?
For like 2 years.
Yeah. And Oscar?
Hi. What do I do? So I work in entertainment, but also an interpreter for crypto.
And you've been in the cryptocurrency space for a while now?
For 1.5, almost 2 years.
Okay. So lots of fun stuff. You lead the way, right? You have the list, Amber?
Local Bitcoin.com integrates Steam game items to the P2P marketplace.
Are you a Steam gamer?
No.
Do you know what Steam is? No. So I've never tried it either, but I guess all these kids buy their video game stuff on Steam, and they can play some video game, and then they can buy their in-game items, and it's a huge marketplace.
Really?
And so now you can buy and sell your Steam. In fact, I have an image of it. We'll put it on the screen right now. People are buying and selling. It looks like they're buying and selling guns. Like you can see all the guns on the website, but in reality, they're guns that people use inside the video game. But it looks like people are selling a bunch of handguns and rifles and all sorts of stuff there on local.bitcoin.com. So you can check it out, because if you don't know what local.bitcoin.com is, you can buy or sell Bitcoin Cash for any payment method in any country for any amount with no KYC. And now you can buy guns, virtual guns inside the game for any payment method in any country right there on the website. So that's a pretty big deal. And we're looking to attract all these gamers to be able to use Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, come on, gamers.
Yeah, come on, gamers. And the really nice part about this too is like the Bitcoin Cash is held in escrow. Nobody can exit, scam, or run away. And it's a peer-to-peer marketplace. Lots of these other Steam platforms for buying and selling games, they're centralized platforms, and Steam keeps shutting them down, or they're exit scamming and running away with people's money. The way our system's designed, none of that can ever happen. So it's a really, really cool way where people can do it with CounterStrike and Call of Duty and all sorts of other stuff that apparently is played by more than 10 million people every single month.
Wow.
So it's a pretty popular game. Yes.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play some like Chinese games and definitely got scammed before.
Yeah,
like in-game items.
Wow.
Another fun thing that's not in the notes here too, there's blockchain.poker. I don't know if you've seen this website. You can play
like online
poker.
casino?
You can play online poker against other real people. I tried it out the other day. You can do it with BTC, Bitcoin Cash, or BSV. And if you look at, they have the data there. Bitcoin Cash is just dominating the website. Way more people are using Bitcoin Cash on the website than any other thing.
Wow.
As people all over the world are using it. And there have been people, including local.bitcoin.com, have been sponsoring free roll tournaments on the website. So have you played poker before? No.
Do you?
I
have a
know how to
feeling
play.
I have a feeling you're a good poker player.
I used to play Magic the Gathering really diligently and at a high level.
Right.
And a lot of that transfers over to poker. So I've been enjoying playing poker a little bit. I don't have much time for that, but it's really fun. There's a fun casino in St. Kitts that I played a couple of tournaments in previously. Maybe someday somewhere we'll host a Bitcoin.com in-person Bitcoin Cash poker tournament.
Right.
And that would be fun. But if
that'd
you don't know how to play, you'll lose
How
your
about
money.
Baccarat? Is there a Baccarat on that platform?
At games, cashgames.bitcoin.com, I think there's Baccarat, there's poker, there's slot machines, there's all sorts of stuff. Definitely go over there. It helps support Bitcoin.com by doing that. If you win, you can withdraw instantly. Fantastic. If the house wins, we're going to spend that money promoting more economic freedom around the world. So it's a win-win situation there. I think there's 7, or actually we added a whole bunch more games. So I don't even know how many games there are now, but there's tons and tons of games at this point. So speaking of cash withdrawals, though, Amber.
Cash withdrawal limits in the U.S. spark bank run fears.
Do you know what a bank run is?
That cash liquidity issues, like people can't withdraw their money from their bank account.
Yeah, that's a pretty big problem if you can't get your money out.
Yeah, it's like locked up in bank.
Yeah. Has that ever happened in Japan historically? Do you know?
No, I don't think so. Maybe
during the war?
Yeah, during the war.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I should have had them ready, but I have some U.S. silver dollars for those that know what they are. Do you know what the exchange rate is from $1 to 1 yen at the moment?
No. どのぐらい? 100.
About 105 yen per dollar or something. So historically, though, not that long ago, they had silver dollars were 1 ounce of silver, and they had 1 yen Japanese coins. Have you seen the old ones? The current ones look like a little tiny piece of aluminum, but the old ones were 1 ounce of silver.
Wow.
Have you seen them? I have one downstairs on the desk. I'll show you after this.
Must be pretty valuable.
But what that means is that $1 used to equal 1 yen, and the exchange rate was 1 to 1.
That is
then
so
what
unfair
happened
for
is-
Japanese.
Yeah, well, the Japanese government inflated their currency even more than the U.S. government did.
Really?
So, and we're seeing that kind of happening again in the world right now. It's
That's
crazy with the
crazy.
stock market and the bailouts and
Wow.
everybody being told to go home and you can't go to work and you can't run your business and you can't live your life. Like it's really, really a big problem. So, yeah, apparently banks like Chase, JPMorgan, and Bank of America. So I'm the only ex-American in the room here.
Right.
But those are all like household name banks in America, and like they've been limiting the amount of cash that people can withdraw from their own accounts in certain areas, and that would be really, really, really frightening. Like if you,
Yeah. But what do you think this,
it's like
this,
Mt. Gox, but with a real bank,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, scary stuff. So imagine if the entire world was using a peer-to-peer electronic cash. They could work where
Without
people have
banks.
custody of their own
Yeah.
funds. You don't have to
Right.
trust somebody else, and it's so simple that they can set it up and use it right
That's
away.
true.
You don't have to run a
Like
full
they have
node
control
and-
to their asset
Yeah,
and
so-
their money.
Exactly, yeah.
That's-
But this is the exact kind of problem that would drive more people towards cryptocurrency.
Yep, and
Yeah.
that's what we're busy at Bitcoin.com trying to build the tools to
Right.
enable them to be able to do
Right.
that and not need a PhD in computer science.
So this might be blessing in disguise for crypto.
we can hope it is. Yeah, so
It
we'll
might.
see. Yesterday it didn't seem so. Today, as we're recording this, the Bitcoin Cash is up ahead of every other cryptocurrency
Really?
there.
Wow.
It's up like what, like 28% or something like that. I'll pull it
That's
up. Whereas like
big.
the second highest is up much less. So Bitcoin Cash in the last 24 hours at markets.bitcoin.com. You can see that Bitcoin Cash. Well, how many percent up is that?
29.62.
Yeah,
That's
29.62%, right? Compared
yeah,
to
it's viral in China.
BTC is only up 21%, right?
Yeah.
And XRP is only 15%, and Ethereum is only 22%. So Bitcoin Cash is the real winner today. But if you look at it, when the markets go, when BTC goes down, Bitcoin Cash traditionally has gone
kinda
down
follows,
more.
yeah.
And when BTC goes up, Bitcoin Cash goes up even more. So if you're bullish on cryptocurrency as a whole in the long run, Bitcoin Cash seems like a smarter one to hold than BTC. So it's fun seeing that happening. And it seems, watch out for the banks, right? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in Bitcoin Cash. Don't put all your eggs in Bank of America. Diversity, right? So, yeah. So speaking of diversity, right? Venezuela, another country in the world, they shut down their national banking system over the coronavirus fears.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. It's
That's
like 32
chaos.
million people can withdraw their money.
So maybe I'm a bit of a,
Wow.
yeah, 32 million.
Million, yeah.
Maybe I'm always a bit of a contrarian, but like I'm not worried about this coronavirus at all. Like these other people.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you why. If you look at some of the actual numbers, like in Japan, like a lot of people were really freaked out about it, and everyone's wearing masks. 33 people total have died in Japan from the
So
coronavirus.
much less than like the casualties from influenza, right?
Yeah, or another example. So 33 people ever have died in Japan. How many people commit suicide on average in Japan every day? Do you know?
Every day, I know like per year it's like 30,000.
Yeah. So every day it's around
It's
70.
like war.
It's around 70 people every single day commit suicide in Japan. That's not to minimize
Jumping into trains.
suicide. Yeah, like it's a problem.
Yeah, it is a
And
problem.
obviously, it's a bigger problem. So every single day in Japan, more than twice as many people commit suicide than have died of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So like, I think Japan should be
We
more
are on
worried
like
about
mental
suicides.
war.
More worried about suicides than coronavirus.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe it'll get worse, but I'm pretty skeptical of all that. So it just seems like a big way for government to grab more power and be able to control everybody's life and everything, and literally tell you you can't leave your own home. And like, to me, I have a hard time with all that. But anyhow, that's why we like technologies that empower individuals to
Yeah.
have more
We
control
have
over
internet.
their own
We
life.
can work from anywhere.
You can play poker from anywhere. You can send and receive
And we
your
can
money.
trade
Yeah.
and make some money.
Yeah, that's right. So, speaking of trading and making some money, Binance has added Bitcoin Cash to their lending platform, so you can now deposit your Bitcoin Cash with Binance and earn interest on it.
The deposit, and I can borrow money.
You can deposit Bitcoin Cash with them, and they'll pay you interest. So, but
okay.
remember, you're giving up custody of your funds, and if
see.
Binance
Like
gets
stake
hacked or the
staking.
government seizes their funds, your money's at risk there. So,
Right.
be aware of that, and don't put all your eggs in the Binance basket either there.
Right, but when
So-
you're quarantined at
Diversify.
home, that's another venue to earn interest.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there too now. So anyhow, Bitfinex is another one. You can do margin lending on Bitfinex. There's Cred. There's several of them out there at this point. So there's a bunch. So
There's just like so many options on internet.
that's
You
good,
just have
right?
to be
More
like,
choices are
creative
good.
Yeah.
and take a risk sometimes.
What's your favorite option on the internet?
なんだろう option to make money?
Sure.
なんだろう Maybe the live stream thing.
Live stream
17.
things, okay.
And
Oh my God,
we've
we
been
should
talking
do it.
about it. Yeah. It could be like our new way to, make some extra money.
Have you made money with a live stream on the internet before?
Oh, many of my friends are making like so much money from like doing live stream, and they sing, and right. So we are thinking about like do something together.
Yeah, I think we'd be
popular
in China.
I bet a lot of people would pay a lot of money to watch that live stream.
Yeah.
So, do I need to turn the air conditioning on in here? BrewDog.
Oh yeah, BrewDog.
BrewDog.
BrewDog announces options to buy equity with Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah. Do you know what BrewDog is?
Oh yeah, I've been there. Like,
yeah. Actually,
the coffee shop?
There's one in Roppongi.
Yeah, there's one in Roppongi,
okay.
and they just contacted us recently because they want to start accepting Bitcoin Cash at the Roppongi location as well.
Nice.
There's a bunch of other locations around the world where you can pay in Bitcoin Cash or BrewDogs.
Yeah, really great beer. Buffalo.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've actually been there, it sounds like.
Yeah, I've been there many times. Yeah,
I've only been there a couple of times.
Roppongi, yeah.
So okay.
She knows like so many good places in Tokyo, like more than me.
Wow.
Yeah, for
okay.
drinking.
Yeah, okay.
And coffees and
Yeah, so apparently you can buy equity in BrewDog with Bitcoin Cash. So BrewDog's been a big supporter of Bitcoin Cash around the world, and it's exciting to see that. So another big piece of news that wasn't in the show notes there is a US dollar Tether, right? Tether is announced it's coming to SLP, which is the tokenization platform for Bitcoin Cash, which means Tether, which is pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar, will be usable right there from your Bitcoin.com wallet. And you'll be able to send and receive Bitcoin Cash and Tether on top of Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
That's
the
a
really
big
fun
deal.
thing that I'm sure a lot of people in the last couple of days would have liked is you'll be able to trade in and out of Bitcoin Cash into Tether. So if you're worried the market's going to go down, you can sell your Bitcoin Cash into Tether. Or if you think the market's going to go back up, you can sell your Tether back into Bitcoin Cash. And you'll be able to do it right there from the wallet. And I'm sure a lot of people would have liked to have had that.
Yeah, I do that all the
service
time. Yeah.
the last couple of days.
Perfect
Now you don't
timing
have to
to
go
do
and
it,
deposit to the exchange.bitcoin.com or any of these other exchanges. You'll be able to do it right there from within your wallet.
Nice.
And up to, we don't know exactly what the threshold will be, but up to like a certain amount with no KYC nonsense at all.
Wow.
And we're
That's
also,
I hate KYC.
everybody hates KYC, yeah.
It's like I'll steal my information.
Actually got rejected by Bitflyer. Yeah.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
Are you on like watch
I
list?
my information and then
Your hair
they,
didn't
like,
look like a real
rejected.
person before, so.
No, I just uploaded my ID and then I got rejected. I don't know why.
That's weird.
I don't know. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, nice to be able to see that. And then another thing we'll have pretty soon in the wallet is you can already buy Bitcoin Cash with a credit card from within the Bitcoin.com wallet. Soon we'll set up so anytime you spend any of your Bitcoin Cash, boom, it'll automatically buy some more for you to replace what you just spent it without any extra steps or push buttons or headaches from you. So,
Super convenient.
so that should be convenient as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
I want to have debit card.
Still working on that. Yeah, working with the traditional finance companies are really, really slow and hard and takes a while. So, how about you, Amber? What else are you really excited about this week? Any other topics you want to cover? No? Yes?
She
maybe?
just told us that Chinese government is saying that corona is coming from US.
Yeah.
Like after I talk about it, I'm gonna be on the watch list.
Oh no, shit! She didn't say it.
Actually, we just posted this on YouTube saying
Okay.
like China can't access YouTube, so
Okay.
Are they gonna find out? No, it's just like a rumor.
Yeah, so it become
That's
like
a rumor.
viral on TikTok that coronavirus
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like bioweapon
Roger
from
said
the
it.
US.
Roger said it.
you can blame it on me.
Yeah.
Sure. Another thing that I just think is,
Level.
I just think is so crazy too, and I'd love to hear someone that you have a Chinese passport as well. You have
Yeah, I have a
multiple
Chinese
passports, or
No, just one
Just one.
passport.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll be
it's
extra
like
careful
China,
here.
yeah.
So,
he said it.
well, it just seems crazy to me. So, like inside China, you're not allowed to access Twitter, right? Nobody's allowed to
Yeah,
access
like
Twitter.
no Twitter, no Facebook, no YouTube.
Yep, no
Wow.
GitHub. Yeah, like the
Yeah,
most
no
popular
GitHub,
websites
yeah.
in the world, you
So
can't
you have to
access.
use VPN.
Yeah, but I would say like young people, like we pretty much have access because of VPN. Yeah, I think
But
for older people it's more difficult.
The part that seems so crazy to me is they're not allowed to access Twitter, yet there's all these like spokespeople for the Chinese government. They all have Twitter accounts and they're busy posting on Twitter. Like,
yeah,
do
yeah.
people not see the irony in
Yeah,
that?
because in China
So-
there's like government VPN and then there's the corporate VPN. Like Alibaba, Tencent, they'll have their own VPN. Yeah.
I think Japanese government does the same too. There were like many posts about coronavirus. They're saying that it's not so serious. And like every post is
Online
like
propaganda.
same content. Yeah. So there was like a rumor about like maybe Japanese government like hired these people to post stuff on Twitter.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
We certainly saw that within the Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin scaling war in the day. There'd be multiple different accounts posting identical comments. Like
yeah,
to try
identical.
To,
Yeah,
like
identical.
word for word identical, but from two
Yeah.
totally different accounts replying to two
Yeah.
totally different people. It's like obviously there was some propaganda campaign that went on against Bitcoin Cash there. So
Are they called sales? How do you call that kind of people? Like who? Like do you like lobby?
50 Cent
lobby?
Army, I guess, for China, right?
50 Cent Army?
Yeah, or I guess in Chinese
What's that?
it's word river crabs. There's some literal translation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And like whenever you
didn't
see
know
one of
that.
these posts, you think, oh, it's just like some paid person just saying the Chinese government propaganda. They call them river crabs in Chinese.
I didn't know.
You would, if I said the word in Chinese, maybe it would make more sense to you, or you'll figure out what I'm talking about. But Chinese viewers, you can post what the river crab translation is in the thing. Yeah. Anyhow, lots of fun stuff happening next week. Oh, I know another one I'm excited about. The Bitcoin Cash Register app is just about a major update. So it's just about ready to be pushed live. That will really make it work a lot better for both Android and iOS. So that's a fun thing. There's a bunch of places in Roppongi that are accepting Bitcoin Cash using the Cash Register app. And like we talked about previously too, you didn't make it, but you were here. You can go and get your credit card, give it to your local restaurant that you're friends with, and set them up with the Bitcoin Cash Register and say, anybody that comes in and pays with Bitcoin Cash, just bill your credit card for it. And that way you can buy Bitcoin Cash with your credit card with no markup
that's
whatsoever.
so convenient.
That's a really easy way to buy Bitcoin Cash with no markup whatsoever. And you can do the same thing with cash too. Just host a meetup, tell the restaurant owner, hey, I'll pay you in cash for everybody that pays in Bitcoin Cash. All the people that show up and pay in Bitcoin Cash, you can keep that and do whatever you want with. And the cash is now, goes to the restaurant or whatever. So we made whole other videos about it. We'll put the link in the descriptions below. But super easy ways to buy Bitcoin Cash with either cash or credit cards with no markup whatsoever. Pretty good idea. Yeah. Okay. Thank you both for coming again.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you for having us.
See everyone next week.